Councilmember Marti Emerald is going to present the proclamation to that she mentioned earlier to SDSU President Weber, and I will just go ahead and hold the microphone for you since you got your hands full with that.
Oh, terrific. Yeah, this is the proclamation we spoke about just a few minutes ago for the San Diego State Veterans Center, and I'm going to hit these whereases because I think this is really important to talk about the history and how this program has developed here. I mean, San Diego is a world center for military. We honor our military here, and San Diego State goes above and beyond by welcoming our military onto this campus and offering them an opportunity to take that next step, as we were talking about, that next step to create careers in their lives. So, whereas San Diego State University Veterans Center was established on September 23rd, 2008 to help maintain access and affordability to higher education by providing the highest quality resource services in response to a growing military community need. Whereas San Diego State's Veterans Center was established in 2008 with the stated goal of honoring their service and supporting them in their transition to students and transition to a larger life. Whereas inspiration behind the founding of the SDSU Veterans Center included the twin objectives of the growth of statewide initiatives in addition to growing closely with student veterans. And whereas SDSU's Veterans Center seeks to retain and be a leader in attracting the largest portion in California of the estimated 28,000 military veterans a year leaving active duty. And whereas SDSU's Veterans Center conducts outreach at local military installations, furthering the access to higher education in San Diego year-round, and whereas San Diego State's Veterans Center provides a diverse range of services and programs, such as to provide support services for enrolled veterans, and whereas the San Diego State University Veterans Center shall be dedicated to the past, present, and future veterans of San Diego, commemorating the brave contributions made to the City of San Diego veterans. Now, therefore, be it resolved, on behalf of the citizens of Council District 7, Councilmember Emerald does hereby commend the San Diego State University Veterans Center for its dedicated service to the veterans of San Diego. And Dr. Weber, thank you so very much for this, the contribution, the lasting contribution you're making.
I'm going to turn this around so people can see it while we talk.
That's terrific, yeah.
This is a wonderful thing for you to recognize. We have over 800 veterans at San Diego State. We have 150 active duty military, about 130 military dependents. It's not only a reflection of our community, it's a chance for some young people who have given so much to their country already to prepare themselves to give still more. And so we are really pleased to have them here.
You know, you and I come from the same generation, basically, and we saw a generation that did not welcome our veterans back this way.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to Washington in a couple of weeks. The National Science Foundation has asked me to share with other university presidents what San Diego State is doing. And what we're doing is trying to reinvent how universities serve veterans. Because you're right, after Vietnam we did a terrible job. But now, first of all, these students are not prejudiced against veterans. They love having veterans on campus. It's a good synergy, but we have to have the services these veterans need, particularly when you get over 800 in a single place. So we're working very, very hard. We're working with Congressman Filner and others to make sure we have the support these veterans need so they can not only have a wonderful learning experience, but we can support them with the Veterans Center and all those other things.
And I understand you're also working with Congressman Filner to change that GI Bill so that veterans who want to come to a state university like this will actually have more resources to be able to get their education. Yes. Could you explain the process?
Yes. As you probably know, there is a new GI Bill. It's a wonderful new addition, but one of the things it does is it provides not very much funding to campuses that have tried to keep their tuitions low, like San Diego State. We try to be an accessible institution, so our tuition for a year is only about $4,000. For other campuses, even public campuses sometimes get over $20,000. Privates up to $30,000. So what we want is enough money to be sure that we meet all the non-academic needs of these veterans. The academic needs we'll take care of, that's fine. But there are all those other non-academic needs, and we're trying to address issues like housing, like a veteran center. We just, with the help of some wonderful patrons, we have a new veteran center and a veterans lounge and things like that. So with Congressman Filner, we're trying to amend this legislation to provide a little bit more money for institutions like San Diego State, who really, frankly, are the first choices of these veterans. So we want to make sure we serve them well.
That's right, and all kinds of range of classes, studies, fields of studies for these people who are coming out of a military environment where perhaps that they've gotten a taste of subjects, careers, and want to pursue that, right?
In fact, it's very, very perceptive of you, because a lot of these people coming out of the military have strong technical backgrounds. San Diego desperately needs this talent. I mean, we're a high-tech economy. And so we've got to have people like this, and San Diego State is developing some special programs designed just for these veterans that will capture the experience they've had and move them into master's degrees and things like that. And I should say one other thing. We also have designed a lot of courses that are available to veterans via the internet, so they can be pursuing these studies all over the world. We've got students that are San Diego State students. They're deployed right now in Iraq and Afghanistan. They'll be back on campus 6 months a year, and they'll continue their studies as if nothing had interrupted it.
And that's the beauty of the online campus, the virtual campus that exists today, and not only benefiting San Diego. You talk about the technology and that need that we have, but the entire nation. I know President Obama is talking a lot about improving education in technology, sciences, math, so we're competitive in the world, the global market.
Obama has done a wonderful, wonderful job in saying, let's invest in our future. I just welcomed a group of students here in our old quad. That, as you know, of course, Marty, our old quad was built by the WPA in the midst of the Depression in the 1930s. The Aztec Open Air Theater over there, built by the WPA. That investment has been serving people for 70 years. 70 years. Over 200,000 alums have come through that old quad and are out there in leadership positions in San Diego. That's exactly the kind of investments that Obama is looking to make, that we're looking to support at San Diego State.
Yeah, absolutely. And we talk about what you can provide for veterans, but when you mix veterans, military veterans, with the population, the young people who are wandering on this campus, think of the enrichment for everybody, the sharing of experience and the growth that everybody will achieve here at San Diego State.
That's one of the best things. When I talk in Washington and other places about our veterans programs, one of the things I point out is these veterans are actually better students than the rest of our student body. They have a lower dropout rate, they have a higher grade point average, they are wonderful students, so they can carry their own in that. But then they bring all that experience to campus, and these are people who have seen the world. I mean, they don't think like everybody else. They've got opinions, and our faculty love them because they put their hand up and say, well, that's not what I saw. And it just makes it better for everybody.
Become role models for the young people who today are wandering this campus and starting to dream about what classes they're going to take and what kind of careers they're going to have. And I want to thank you personally for the contribution you're making. I mean, you have a vision, and you're setting your sights high here to open this campus up to everybody, so that everybody has an opportunity to learn.
That's a major part of the values of San Diego State University. Marty, it's great to have you on campus. Thank you for this. Thank you for recognizing our veterans.
No, thank you.
We appreciate
for the contribution you make every single day, and good luck. I hope that I hope this place is full up come fall.
Well,
sure
it will be.
be.
That's not going to be the problem. Yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Weber, and Marty. Thank you again for presenting that proclamation. You know, it's like you said, it's a pleasure to have our veterans in our classrooms. We have lots of programs that support them, academic and non-academic. So great to see that recognized by the City Council.
And you know, it makes this campus more representative of the larger community. This isn't just learning in isolation. It's learning in a vibrant urban setting that welcomes everybody with every kind of background in to make a contribution to what we can gain here on campus. So thanks. Appreciate the time on air, and everybody have a great day. Be well, and remember that learning never stops, and think of San Diego State if you want to take some classes.
Definitely. Thanks again, Marty, and enjoy the rest of the day. Hope your daughter ends up in Aztec like the rest of us. Again, we just had SDSU President Stephen L. Weber and City Councilmember Marti Emerald just presenting a proclamation recognizing SDSU for its Veterans Program here on campus. Again, we'll be doing SDSU Live interviews throughout the day. We've got Reggie Blaylock, our Director of EOP and Ethnic Affairs, coming up at 11. At 11:30, we'll have quarterbacks coach Brian Sipe, an alum, coming and doing an interview. And then at noon, we'll have KPBS General Manager Tom Carlo coming down and telling us why he's an Aztec for life. So if you can, come on down to Explore SDSU. Otherwise, stay tuned and we'll have more interviews throughout the day.